Hi everyone. We're going to identify the domain, vertical asymptote, horizontal, oblique, roots, y-intercept, and any holes if any. And if there's none, we write NA. So I went ahead and took the liberty of factoring the numerator, and I look at my denominator to find the domain and set this can't equal 0. So my domain is x cannot be negative 5. It's all real numbers, but x can't be negative 5. Therefore, I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 5. If I look at my lead coefficients here in my degrees, I have a 3x squared over x. Since the degree in the numerator is larger than the degree in the denominator, I have an oblique asymptote. That means I don't have a horizontal, and I'll do the oblique in just a minute. The roots is where you set your numerator to 0. That's when y is 0, when you have this as 0. And if you cross multiply, the denominator would go away. So that means my roots are going to be when y is 0, we have negative 2/3 and 1. So again, I'm just setting each piece to 0. For example, this piece, and solve for x. So you subtract the 2 and then divide by 3. And that one's just easy. All right, your y-intercept is where you plug in 0 for x. So if I plug in 0 in all of these x's, I'm just going to get negative 2 over 5. So that's negative 2/5. There are no holes because there's nothing to cross out. There's no binomials to cross out. And so that's an n/a. And the oblique asymptote, the way you get that is you just divide the equation. And I'm going to go ahead and use synthetic division. I put a negative 5. I'm going to write 3, negative 1, negative 2. And then we're going to I'll bring down the 3. And then you multiply and you get negative 15. You add those two, you get negative 16. Then you multiply that, which is going to be 80. And then you add that, and you get 78. And we don't really care about the remainder because remember, this asymptotes are based off limits. So we started with x squared, so this is going to be x. So my oblique asymptote is going to be y equals 3x minus 16. It's a slant line. So you write y equals 3x minus 16. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Class, Miss Shaw's class. Boy, I love math. Miss Shaw's class, Miss Shaw's class.
Don't fail. Watch Miss Shaw's videos for free.